Day 2, Section 5.5, trapezoids. Objective: after studying this section, you'll be able to apply the definitions and identify the properties of a trapezoid and an isosceles trapezoid. All right, your class opener. Each diagram shows a trapezoid and its median. Find the value of x. One angle in an isosceles trapezoid has a measure of 57. Find the measure of the other angles. So let's see. I'm going to start by drawing myself a generic isosceles trapezoid. Let's see. I know that if I draw an isosceles trapezoid, these two sides are congruent and these two sides are parallel. And if one of the angles has a measure of 57, the fact that it's an isosceles trapezoid means the base angle over here should also be 57. Know that same side interior angles have to be supplementary. So if I take 180 and subtract 57, I end up with 123, which means that the other base angle is going to be the same thing. If AD is 2x plus y, B equals 8, and CF equals 2x minus 3y, then x equals what and y equals what? All right, let's look over here. I'm going to start by writing in the easiest part, which is BE equals 8. Now, if BE is 8, what are the values for the other parts? Well, if I look at this triangle, AD is connecting the midpoints, so it should be half the size of BE, which means that it's going to be 4. Likewise, if I look at this trapezoid right here, I know that one base is 4, the bottom base I don't know, and the median is 8. So I could calculate that the other side down here is going to be 12. And now let's see how we can use that to get our answers. So 4, 8, and 12. So AD equals 2x plus y. Well, I figured out on the right that AD is really 4. So I know that 2x plus y equals 4. I know that CF is 2x minus 3y. And I figured out over my diagram that CF is really 12. And now I'd like to solve the systems of equations. I'm going to try to do it by adding them together and hope that something cancels. But I notice nothing does right now. But I noticed that there's a 2x and another 2x. If I just changed one of them to being negative, they'd cancel out. So I'm going to change every sign in the bottom equation. Now if I add the equations together, the 2x minus 2x cancels. Y plus 3y gives me 4y. 4 plus negative 12 is negative 8. Divide each side by 4, and I get that y equals negative 2. Okay. Now that I know what y equals, I'm going to go back to one of the original equations and substitute that value in. So I'm going to substitute into the top equation. So I get 2x plus y, and y happens to be a negative 2, equals 4. Solve this equation, add 2 to each side. 2x equals 6. Divide each side by 2, and x equals 3. So my final answer would be that x equals 3 and y equals negative 2. And your closure question for today. How is an isosceles trapezoid similar to an isosceles triangle?